Not gonna lie. And now we have volume. That was dumb. I didn't mean volume. I mean sound. Shit. Oxman. A road. The game should look good. I did some. Yeah, should look good. Dorian leveled. I don't have equipment. You will notice that he looks different as well. So, you know, it's nothing too serious, but enough to have a little extra fun. Character differences. So just a little bit. When looking to have an idea of what I'm planning to do, or like the final equipment that I'll be using. So I'm not too worried about that. I know I want Sarah. It's exploding arrow. Just because the arrows explode. Soundtrack to use it. What?
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Pity. When in doubt, follow the route that has loot. Yeah, all of this shit. all done by the freaking NVIDIA experience, whatever that is. Whatever the name is, the name. Is my eyes the issue? Something feels so buttery. Hard for my eyes to focus or some shit. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the other display. That's did that make a difference? Certainly did. Yeah, no, I'm limiting it long term. In my eyes to work. Me too, dog. Me too. Loot.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
I like the distorted thing on her voice.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... Well, this is hard to explain.
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time. Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
And I'll make sure Alexius suffers for his crimes.
Alexius's master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder One from rising. Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
We'll stop all that from happening. I promise.
Maker, guide us all.
None of that shit won't happen. Who the fuck? Oh, sorry. Oh, good thing Cassandra's here now. Shit. I keep forgetting about that. We'll stop all that shit from happening.
Where were those? No. Where were those? Well, we waited. No. Where were those? Remember, stupid. I can't take that. No. You can't be here. You're dead and they don't come back.
Right, I'm a spirit. I came back just to haunt you.
Why? I didn't do piss to you.
Oh, for the love of... No one's dead. Alexius used time magic.
Talk sense or shut it. I can't think about him.
Look, you can stay here or come with us to fight Alexius.
Fight him? We tried, yeah? He got demons and gods and... I've got a bow. I want them to hurt. If you're really here, I'll freaking die to spit in their faces.
Then let's do it.
Alexius locked himself in the throne room. That is where we'll find him.
This place is in, like, shit condition.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I'm here now. No matter what, I'll drive them all back to Devinter.
Not to winter. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That Magister's going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Not really.
Let's not stop till these bastards are lying in their own innards.
Just like old times.
Something I realize in BioWare games, they like to say old times, you know? In Mass Effect, in this, just like old times, a year has passed, just like old times, you know? I guess a lot has happened in that year, but still, I don't find just like old times fits it all the time, you know? You could just say just like we used to, you know?
Might be stuff we can use around here.
Dorian has another. Yeah. I think I'm going to reset his skills so that it's civilizations. And then lightning of fire. It's barrier. Barrier. No, use everything. Fuck. They're like 10%. No, just use everything. I don't plan on controlling y'all, so. I guess we need to be using this shit. Just mostly this shit. I could be shooting myself in the foot. But if we have a head on a I know that there's different tiers of chests, so I'm guessing this one is a tier 2. Then it's a tier 2, because fancy but not as fancy. And the kind of box bullshit is a tier 1. That's how I would assume it's laid out. Oh no, that's just back to the upstairs part. Eliana. Kidding me? Good thing I saved like I'm crazy. Let's try again. If it crashes again, I might have to remove the Liliana mods that I have. So I'm not so sure how I'll work it out. But Baldur's Gate releases, I will play that, like, forget every other game, play that, so that I can have enough time to play through Cyberpunk from start when the DLC releases. The whole pizza patches. How long's a while? I'm not trying to find out how long it's a while. I want to find out until I play Cyberpunk. Last year, November. That's a while. That's a good while. Okay, so the crash wasn't. Liliana probably. Where's my crew? Huh? We go again. It's in get back. Go.
They're upon us!
I don't think I could save her. Not once have I ever been able to save her.
Makes me sick what they do to the priests.
The bleeder of souls. How will that play out? I'm not affected. Does that mean I can... Does it do AoE damage then? Because... if it does, yay. If it doesn't, off, you know. I was coming. Willpower. What's 3% attack? Let's just increase the attack by attack and magic defense. Wait. Yeah, no, the willpower. Yep, the willpower. I was wondering if I did the map well. Not just like simple. Wow. Not gonna lie, that was really bad.
At the temple. Speak!
Never.
There's
Damn.
no use to this defiance. Little bird, there's no one left for you to protect.
You're wasting your breath.
Talk! The Elder One demands answers.
He'll get used to disappointment.
Spanking? Okay.
You will break.
I will die first. Or you will. You're alive.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated.
Then it will be his last mistake.
It will.
Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
So long, just like a regular ass companion.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Let me, Linnea. You...
More freaking demons.
Yep. Why is it that I didn't remember that when you're assigning potions and shit, so it's not one set of potions per group, but it's like for the whole ass. No, it's for like individuals. Why didn't I remember that? That was like, you know, some crucial shit I just been ignoring since I started playing.
The breach! It's
Everywhere.
The Elder One and his Venatori. They are the ones who opened the breach.
Everything just looks better. And soon it will look betterer. Not a word, I know. Shut up. doesn't always glow. It's inconsistent, to say the least. Because they would talk about him glowing, but then you look at him and it's not glowing. So that sucks, but it's also not as distracting.
I am not a child. I can resist you. I am you. No!
Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
He did well.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
I feel like that was some kind of some shit. But whatever.
One down!
I missed both times. Nice. Just fighting them indefinitely. Because how else would they have
This
been
is
able
the
to
way to the
close
main
them?
hall. Alexius will likely be there.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later. Are they praying? Let's try to take them by surprise.
We will.
Got the stairs! Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers. Try to take out that Jota quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs! Go for some light reading.
Schematics. Some good shit. I don't know. How much useless shit is that? Again, didn't need to do that.
What happened here?
Find Alexius. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
They haven't noticed us yet. good opportunity to look for higher ground. Get that enchanter!
May Andraste have mercy on your souls. No one else will.
This place. First, like, strength thing.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Pity. No, that's just bullshit with that. That's just this way. Sure as hell it had more loot inside.
Damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Just go through the main door.
It's over, Alexius.
So it is. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
Expecting a fight, the end, we can be like that.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius. What have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
No.
No!
I gave the world for Felix. You will not take him from me.
Bitch ass nigga. That right there is normal poison thing finish. Are we all out of it or some shit? Well, shit. Give me loot, give me loot, give me... Bitch.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
How do we reverse the spell?
This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
You don't have
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
can make it right. Make it never happen. I'll fight. We'll fight.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame.
Sandra.
Guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
Damn, she's
You
good.
move, and we all die!
You'll have to do better than that.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Not gonna lie,
Well,
kinda
glad that's over
anticlimactic,
with.
but whatever.
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties.
When we offered the Mage's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
After this, stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
No, conscript them.
You will surrender yourselves as prisoners and conscripts of the Inquisition.
We shouldn't have accepted the Magister's help, I know, but...
The sky has been torn open. We are all in immediate danger. There is no room for failure now. We cannot close the breach without you. But we would be mad to trust you.
If the Inquisition wants the mages, it can have them. We want them gone by sundown tomorrow.
Then we have no choice but to surrender to the Inquisition. I'll go prepare for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. We must do what we can to restore peace to a world that sorely needs it.
The times I played, I gave them the whole alliance
Suffered
thing,
enough.
where they were free.
Why continue to mistreat them?
It is not mistreating them to take reasonable precautions. Whatever you call it, the situation with the mages is unstable and likely to deteriorate, just as the circles did.
What did you think we were doing? Taking the mages prisoner?
They allied with the enemy. The mages. No, it's not about that. It's not about this. They allied with the enemy.
Alexius serves whoever opened the breach, and the rebels joined his army. They are a captive enemy force.
They didn't have a choice. It was Alexius or death. How could you go along with this, Cassandra?
At the time, I had no better solution. I don't suppose you have one now. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this.
Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
I am not sure what happened, but I'll be there.
Of course.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
I must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Time to go float on the peak, float with my people. And then after that, I'll call the position.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Yeah, so I'll say, I will go to my people and then come back. And I'll either play this or buy a mutant later on. Like when I come back from eating.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andras's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Are you sure? Families often fight the hardest.
Having grown up among four siblings, I concede your point. I found, however, that the only time two parties cannot negotiate is when they cease to speak. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Arlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be born. Towards me, I don't know, that's terrible.
I'd tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from harm.
I'd truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royeaux. Thank you for your thoughts. A good day to you.
Do you need anything
Yes.
more, revered mother?
Good.
Greetings.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death.
Too many wounded. Not enough banners. Stop tearing up.
Ice as of
Meg.
Better.
And you've heard nothing of this elder one in any of your investigations?
Charter, if you're free later, would you like to have a drink with the cabin?
Are you courting life in this Scalpelin?
No, I don't know. I used to drink with the soldiers. I can't talk with them anymore, not really.
You've seen enough pieces to have some idea of the size of the game we're playing.
Yes, and I'm sorry. You understand. This elder one, there's no one I can talk to.
I'll be in the tavern this evening. Perhaps you could buy me a drink. Make sure you take a bath first.
And with each story event, some shit changes. These set of people here.
Shall be her beacon and her shield.
And the shield.
Here, have something to drink.
Yeah. And them two who always freaking floating. Them.
Right.
I really don't like how this looks. This ain't my preference either, but you know. This looks decent. Doesn't give me as much defense as I would like it. So.
Another time, then.
Is it faster or some shit?
Another time, then.
So I didn't do that. That was not respect. Okay. As long for y'all as it was for me, but yeah. All of them or just one? All of them. Alright. Okay. I'm not planning to do much more here, except for probably, you know, this. Let's see the rest. I have to go flirt with Cassandra.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We've been split up, regardless of our colleges, forced into quarters so small that...
This is not the Circle. You have been conscripted into the Inquisition, like any soldier.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
Down street.
It never ends, evidently.
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are too accustomed to running or being kept prisoner. It's not easy for them. It's your doing, after all. You're the one who conscripted them.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Fiona has sent her best mages. This has to work.
Of course. In the meantime, I will oversee our forces should anything go wrong.
What do you mean?
All we have are theories. I believe our plan can work, but no one knows for certain what will happen. We need to take precautions.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange anything. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. I mean, you know some that are all right. My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. You know it too, that's why you're shoving them up towers after. That's good, right?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
At least we've got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe now, giving those people some real...
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
I know what I saw. It was real.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Flitter sent me over to see if you need anything.
Thank you, no. Can't eat while I'm working. Crumbs in a potion could ruin everything.
Santiago, let me see. Sarah. Recharge. Lyrium. Blackwall. Solas, nothing. Barrett. Fancy Van Barrel. That's it. That should get better than generation. It's that will help.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Put a leash on the rebel mages, I see. Interesting how they seem to like the idea. As if it's a relief to be penned in again.
I take it you don't agree.
Not my place to disagree, is it? It just seems like you're repeating history. It all depends on what you do with these mages later. No guarantee you'll throw them back into circles again, I suppose. I mean, unless you're as thick as you seem. Which would be sad, really.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
So Fiona and her malcontents are finally under proper authority. That's an excellent beginning, my dear. We will have to discuss how to administrate this new acid. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
We can handle the mages. There's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. In ordinary places where the veil is weak, magic is much more likely to attract demons. Do you imagine the rebels are safer from demons now that horrors pour out of the Fade unsummoned? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the Breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not so much an opinion as grasping the obvious. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivienne.
Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
The circle has to be restored if we want to keep the peace.
That's comforting to hear, but you'll find opposition to the idea even among friends. It's something to consider, my dear.
That's it for now. And then come back in a while.